And we're back.
We're back, casuals. Christmas special. We're here for another Off the Bench episode. We got brother Tobes, Toblerone.
Toblerone.
Or Toby.
Toby.
Yeah.
It actually feels weird not wearing headphones for me now.
Because you got so used to wearing
Because I've gotten
headphones.
so used to
True, but
wearing headphones.
yeah, no, I'm putting them back on. Nah, fuck that. Eh?
Nah, we'll go no headphones, but these weirdos are wearing them around the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool kids, but
These are these bone density ones. I can still hear.
strengthens my neck.
Yeah.
Nah, we're here fucking couple days before Christmas, getting into the festivities. How's the silly season been for you boys so far?
Not too bad. Not too silly yet.
Not too silly.
Yeah.
I'm working the whole Christmas, so I can't get that silly anyway. Or get spewing.
Wait, we're actually having off the bench episodes. We got to have a few beers with the lads. Going to the bottle earlier. Tell me how you'd feel about this. I got asked for ID. First time in quite a while.
Fuck.
So I didn't know whether to feel like a bit, like, oh, fuck you. This little young cunt here asking me. Or should I be a bit flattered by it?
You're not even shaved or nothing either.
No. So, like, should I be flattered by that, or should I
I
be
wouldn't
a
be
bit
flattered. He's a certain dominance, bud.
like, in his cunt?
Maybe he's only.
In his cunt?
He made you wink it. Did you show him your ID?
Yeah. Well, it's on the back of my phone anyway, so I just went like that. I'm sure the cunt didn't check
mate.
anyway. Yeah.
You let.
Like, they asked for ID.
Proper.
They just like,
How are the oranges?
No, I don't know. I probably I wouldn't even think about it. I'd just, here you go, cunt. You're just doing your job.
Nah,
I'll just overthink
I
it.
reckon I'd feel flattered. I'd be like,
Fuck
"Shit,
yeah.
what? Here you go."
Little spring in your step.
Yeah.
We're walking out of the store.
Here you go.
Because it
then
has
it's like-
been quite a while, I
I haven't been
reckon,
asked
since
for
I've
ID
been
in
asked
that
for
long.
ID.
I'm an old rundown looking old cunt. Probably won't ever get asked
I
again.
couldn't even tell you. Like, I reckon kids age you like 15 years too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you go in there and you all drop kicked to the face, and then they're like, I'm not going to ask this fella ID.
When you're young, you want to look older. When you're that 18, you
Yeah.
want to look a bit older. When you're old, you want to look younger.
Did you ever have fake IDs?
No.
Nah, I didn't. No, but I used.
Yeah, I did.
Did you? You had a fake ID, yeah.
Yeah. Like, and it was too obvious to make it 18. So I said I was like 22.
Oh, yeah.
How old are you? 17?
Yeah, I was only 17.
How did they do it? They made it. They actually made it for
so
you.
I had a friend that had a printer, and they had like a clear laminate that you could print onto.
Yeah.
So then they printed just a year date, and you scratched off your date and then just put it on it, put it over the top.
Yep.
And if they went like this, they could see it straight up.
Yeah, you could tell.
Catch me if you
Dumb.
can, eh?
Real dumb.
Yeah,
Leo
catch me if you
DiCaprio,
can.
yeah, fucking
That's
Tommy
Frank
Hanks.
Abagnale Jr.
But it's one of those things where, like, if they think that you're so confident that you need to be there,
Yeah.
they don't even bother.
They're
just like, oh yeah, come on,
keep
mate,
going.
come on.
I know people used to use other people's IDs that looked
Yeah.
similar to them, and that's what I did in America. When I went to America, I was actually 20. I wasn't 21 yet.
That's
you have to be
stupid,
fucking
eh?
21.
Yeah.
And when we first got into, I think it was one of the northern cities, like Boston or something. I was just playing dumb. I was using my passport, like, oh, you got to be 21 over here, and didn't get let in. Then we met a fella at a hostel who was Kiwi. He was like 28 or 29, and he had like curly sort of Ranger hair, and he's like, try my driver's license. And it worked everywhere. And then he ended up just giving it to me. He's like, you can take that with you. So I used, for the rest of the time I traveled to America, I used this Kiwi fella's
And he
fucking-
used his passport.
yeah, I just used his driver's license.
Yeah,
And then like 2 years later when I got back, I posted it back to him in the mail. I was like, you legend, bud. You just got me into
extra
so
20.
many clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent him an Australian flag. I literally did. Just taking the piss. He was a good gun. He was a good Kiwi fella.
Fuck, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Why'd you just send it to the post, the fucking address on the thing?
Nah, we were in touch on Facebook and that. Yeah. He was,
I was going to say, imagine he'd moved.
his last name was
since
Whitaker.
then. Oh, too.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, I just had to learn his date of birth. But at the time, he was 29. I was like fucking 20. I definitely didn't look 29.
Wait, I've heard of people using other people's ID and then you check it and they don't even look
Yeah, they don't even look
that
remotely
similar.
close.
It's like,
yeah.
how did that ever work? But like I said, I reckon sometimes security or the workers just sort of half look at it, but they don't fully even check it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but see, a lot of them might even just check the date of birth.
Yeah,
too,
true. Not look
rather
at the
than
photo.
the
Yeah.
picture and
Just
be like,
cover it up
yeah.
with your thumb.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
just as long as they can see the
Or just
date.
look away as they're doing it. Like, here you go.
Yeah, pretend you're young. Well, now you like it's all photos and shit. They scan and everything. Eh? It'd be so
yeah.
much harder to do now. Or
Yeah,
what?
way harder.
Because they just scan every fucking.
But
And they're
person.
all connected too. So
They
if
are,
you
eh?
lock
How's that
one-
work? Yeah, because if you get in trouble at one club, you get locked out.
It's the system that they use.
Yours-
it's
Oh,
the
when they
same
scan
to-
it. So
yeah.
what if they scan yours in, but they put a flag on you on another one? It pops up on the
Yeah.
screen. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So once you get kicked out of the bank, you're
right.
done for the rest
Yeah,
of
it's
the
the same
you
in
are,
like
eh?
Brisbane, Sydney, all the same too.
Well, that makes sense as to why they scan everyone's then, because they're
Yeah.
all, they can talk to each other without fucking.
It's the same for like, like if you muck around in town and then go to court and say, oh, you're banned from the precinct or whatever, then they scan your
Oh,
ID,
yep.
comes up, nah, sorry, he's banned.
So they can put a
keep
little,
on you.
say, 3-month ban on the fucking
Yeah.
license number, so
Yeah.
that in that time it just automatically
Yeah.
flags or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
so then you
yeah.
can't get in anywhere. So
Yeah, that makes
Fuck,
sense.
that's a crazy.
You worked
era.
in the bars and shit for a while, eh?
yeah.
Oh, so you're all over it,
ages,
eh?
ages, yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
When was that when you were like fresh 18 and that, like young?
Well, I was a bottle shop manager down in Brizzy, and then moved up to Townsville, and the first job I got was at the Seaview.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
Townsville's #1 pub.
Yeah, but for sure. Old faithful.
and then,
Remember they did the little knockout challenge? They'd pit like all across town. There was a thing on Facebook. They'd put 2 pubs against each other. Fans would fans. Everyone would
Little pub
vote.
fans. I'm a pub fan.
Like love react for this pub and just like it for this. And then they did like a fucking bracket, and the end one that won was the Seaview.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I'm a Seaview fan.
it's good scenery there.
Yeah.
How long were you down there?
I don't know, maybe 12 months or something like that. Then I went to the casino, and then to the Newmarket, then to and then I got asked next to Molly's there. I got to asked to commission a cocktail bar.
Yeah, right.
So I drew up all these menus and made all these cocktails. I had one called Tobelicious.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, true.
Yeah, it tastes like bubblegum. It was actually real good.
You still make it?
I still got the menu.
Do ya?
Yeah, it's real hard to make though, because some of the ingredients are imported from South America and.
Fuck yeah.
Nah, give it. yeah, like
Very exotic.
Like the yolk of like a bald eagle and like.
What's in it? Tell us what's in it. Or is it secret?
Oh no, man! It was like I reckon it would have been 15 years ago that I made it. It has like banana liqueur in it, maraschino cherry, the liquid out of the jars out of maraschino cherries. I don't know.
Yeah. The stuff at Marinette, like the stuff at
Like the little juice out of it. There was vodka. I can't even remember, but like you
that's
make it up
outside of-
into like a slushy, and it's all purple and it tastes like Hubba Bubba, like proper. Yeah, it was-
that's outside of the box, the actual juice from the cherry bar.
Yeah, I was just experimenting like all the time. It's just like
Dipping anything in there.
The juice out of pickles. Picklicious.
yeah, like making a Big Mac.
We got the Big Mac special
sauce.
Big Mac
Put some
podcast.
special sauce in there.
Oh, fuck. That's awesome. Is that bar, the cocktail bar next to Molly's?
Yeah.
Between Molly's
Yeah,
and the
so-
social or whatever it is
Yeah,
now.
so when it
Office Works
started,
or-
they weren't making nothing out of it because it was just a extra bar that was to the pokies.
Yep.
And then we went there. I went there with a mate. I brought him over from the casino, and we were doing like all the flaring and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
cool.
as fuck.
Yeah,
I
and then
love
we
watching
had,
that shit.
Ladies' nights and
Did you train to do that sort of shit, or do you just make it up, just learn it
breaking
yourself?
glasses all the time, just chucking bottles up.
Because it is pretty cool when you go to them
Man,
proper cocktail
yeah,
bars and
100%.
cunts are spinning the things and doing the fucking.
It's an art form,
you know?
eh? It's
Well,
cool.
there was what was it? Before Heritage, it was called something else, but down
The exchange.
Yeah.
Yep.
They were like the pinnacle. Like
They were. I remember that being like freshly 18 coming. Actually, the first place I seen it was the Cry.
Yeah.
Coming to the Cry and seeing them do that shit, and I was just like, little boy from Charles Town. I was like, holy fuck, this is cool.
But they had they would go to like world competitions and
Really?
stuff like
Really?
Yeah. Like the fellow that owns Hooch and Fellow, like he was like he'd go in all the comps and go everywhere for cocktails and stuff like. But we were only just like little mucking around, like just flipping around and
Little
stuff
strike
like that.
face when you catch it.
Yeah. And then we had one cocktail called the Flamin' Zombie, and it was literally like as toxic as a Long Island iced tea.
Oh, bro, that's.
And
now
then,
you're talking.
And then you top it off with like a slice of orange Bacardi 151, and then pour it over the top so it dribbles out, and then light it on fire, and then it was like all on fire and that. And then I'd put a bit of Bacardi 151 in my mouth and
Do the old
and everyone was like, "Oh, this fella,
the showstopper.
and I just sit back.
Play it up.
No, it was good fun.
No, it's an art form in itself, eh?
When did you move to Townsville? Because you grew up in where? Northern New South Wales?
Yeah, northern New South Wales. I grew up Ballina. But then
Surfing?
every day, bro.
True.
Every day.
That's like near Yamba?
Yeah,
or
a
south
couple
of-
hours north of
Couple-
Yamba.
okay, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
only just near the border, near Byron Bay.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I grew up there and like surfing every day, man. Like you'd wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and my house was maybe 10 k's away from the beach.
Oh, true.
And I'd wake up and poke my head out the window. If I could hear the surf, I was like, oh yeah, it's a good day.
Fuck
You
yeah.
could hear it
true
from
shit.
that far away.
You could hear it breaking, so I'd just get on my bike, I'd put my board on my back, and then I'd ride to the beach, and then go for surf for a couple of hours, come back, go to school, come
Fuck,
back.
that's a dream,
go to-
man. That's
Go to
awesome.
surf.
In the
like-
Arvo surfing,
Yeah, in the
yeah.
Arvo, yeah. And then like on weekends, it'd just be all day.
Fuck, yeah, good.
Yeah, it was a good life.
What's it like? One big beach there, or is there all different?
Nah,
little...
there's heaps of beaches, but
So I've never really been. I haven't even been to Byron
Mm.
or like down that way. I think like Coogin or whatever is probably the furthest I've been, just over the border.
well,
like
that
Tweed Heads.
that's the thing.
Coogin.
Like everyone knows Byron, but like even Byron surf is not even that great. Like you go outside of Byron, Lennox Head or Ballina, or like out past them, Tallows even. Like they're all heaps better surf.
Tallows is awesome.
Yeah,
Tallows
heaps better surf, and it's like
Yep.
out of Byron.
Yeah.
Yep.
So much better. But
Byron just has that fucking.
Yeah.
It's got the,
There's
the
that prestige
label.
about it still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got
Byron.
The label.
Like,
well, that was
When it
like
gets busy there, bro, it's the most overpopulated place.
hectic. Well, that was like Lennox Head was 10, 15 minutes south of Byron, and the population, like you walk down the street and you'd know everyone there, and there was only like 10 shops there.
yeah.
Yep.
Now you go down there and you don't know anyone. It's
Yeah.
overpopulated.
Yeah,
It's all
yep.
just been like pushed down from Byron.
Righto.
And like it was just like this little chilled surfer town. Hence why I called my son Lennox because.
Oh, true. Cool.
I thought it was after Ray Lennox.
Oh well,
Ballarat.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis. No,
Yeah.
no, good. But because like he was like in Josie's belly and he was just like he didn't even know he was there. He was just chilled the whole time.
Yeah, right.
I was like, is he
Chill
there?
like Lennox Head.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's
And
pretty
then-
cool.
Yeah. So then we called him Lennox, and then now when you go down there, it's just packed.
Imagine
out.
he turns into that. Like as he develops, he just turns hectic like Lennox Heads. Hey?
Oh,
Hey?
he starts getting some sky rises on his back.
And then made the move up to Townsville.
Yeah, well, I spent 3 years in Brizzy first and just run amok there. And then met my wife there, and then we moved up to Brizzy. Townsville.
What brought you up to Townsville?
It was the worst.
The good weather.
So,
The nice, cool winter.
Nice sticky weather.
I knew nothing about Townsville.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing, right? So,
TG, yeah.
And I was like surfing all the time I was traveling down the Gold Coast and stuff. And then Mrs. was like, oh, we could come up to Townsville and you could get in the mines and I can transfer uni up here. And then my family's only at Babinda, just north of there. So like that'd be awesome.
Oh,
Like, oh yeah. Like I was like, I don't give a
Righto.
fuck. Yeah, right. I rock up. We're like, oh yeah, this is all right. And
What time of the year did you get here? Do you remember?
it was summer. So we rocked up. Anyway, we went down to we went to Palaranda, and she's like, "Oh yeah, well, let's go to the beach." And I was like, oh, "Okay, all right." I rock up, and I was like, "Cunt, we're the beach." She's like, "You're at the beach." I was like, "Nah, this is a river. Where's the waves?" And she goes, "Nah, there's no waves up here. This is our beach. There's no waves." I was like, "Bullshit." I was like, I had my board and everything, man. And I was like, I was like,
All waxed up, ready?
I was like, oh, all right. So I put my board down, and then I was like, oh, well, I'll just go for a swim then. And I went to go for a swim. She said, whoa, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going for a swim. I'm like, I'm at the beach and we go for a swim. She's like, nah, you can't go swimming here. I'm like, what do you mean you can't go swimming?
Tongue.
Yeah.
Crocodiles.
Like, well,
Good morning.
yeah, there's Irukandji,
Irukandji.
there's Crocs, I'm like, what? So
I just moved somewhere.
Yeah.
moved from-
She's
After
like,
spending my whole life in the water.
yeah. And then she reckons, no, you got to go swim down in that box down there. I'm like, oh, God. True. So there's no waves. There's fucking everything that'll kill me here. I can't swim in it.
And I'm getting eaten by midgies.
She was like, yeah, good. So then I went down to this box net, went for a swim.
Was that when the
walked in.
stinger net was still like that wooden shit? Remember they had that at like Palaranda there?
Yeah.
They
Like where
didn't
they
have
had
a
that
proper
little-
stinger net like they got, the fucking little
floaty net.
buoyancy thing. It was like,
Did they have like a little ship or something out there?
it was weird. It was like this wooden fucking enclosure.
True shit.
Something real
It
fucking
was like
old school.
like an old pier or something.
Yeah.
Like it was
Fuck
like
yeah.
a
Yeah, that's before I even
joint
remember.
net.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But yeah, and then I was like, oh, well, I'll go for a swim. I went to go for a swim. Hot as fuck, being Townsville, summer. I walked in.
The water's hotter.
The water was hotter. I was like, man, this is like a hot bath. I was just like, I ain't even getting fresh in here. I was just like, I was like getting sweatier in the water than I was out. And I was like, fuck this. Why did I move here?
Good introduction.
Yeah, and 14 years later, still here.
Love it now? Love it
Oh,
now?
I love it now, yeah. Just
Used to
covered
it
with
now,
the
yeah.
beaches. Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah, that would have been a rude shock.
Oh, yeah, that was wild.
What about, tell us about your fucking pool playing, hey?
Pool playing? Oh, yeah. I dabble a little bit. I can play a little bit. Yeah.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like that good or anything, but I'll play a little bit. I don't play any comps anymore. I play...
Oh, don't you?
Nah.
You're not in the, travel away too much?
Yeah, well, they play on a Wednesday night, club night, and that's my travel day, so can't play.
Fuck, spewing it.
But yeah, for something different this year, I joined a online tournament.
True.
And everyone's like,
Do you play what
Wow.
on your phone? Or is that how you film it, how you got your thing up?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
film when you're playing.
so you're playing basically against yourself. There's like people from all over the world, like pros even,
Oh, true.
and it's all handicapped. So you play 100 games or frames in pool, and then you get a point for every time that you break and sink all your balls.
All right, so are you going for big and small? Any balls you can?
Yeah,
Or do you
well,
do it in the
it's
correct
red
order?
and yellow, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you just got to go break and then sink whichever balls you want. So
What
oh,
is
true.
red
So
and
you
yellow?
don't have to go reds, then yellows. You can go.
No, it's
like-
just the reds, all the reds, and then the black, and then that's 1 point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you only get one shot. If you miss, you got to rack them up again and then go again.
Oh, so it's like a streak. See how?
So
Yeah,
what,
well,
out
they
of
call,
100
they call
you
it a
get-
master break.
So out of 100, they just see how many times you can clear that,
Yeah.
and then you get. That's
and then
how
you get a point.
Oh,
So it works out that you do 2 sets. So you do a set of 50 and then another set of 50.
yeah.
So, because otherwise you'll be there playing all day.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
takes anywhere between an hour and a half to 3 hours to do 50 frames,
Yeah, righto.
depending on how good you're going. Like if you miss the first shot every time, then it's going to be a lot quicker.
Yeah, fuck.
But yeah, like it can take up to 3 hours
Fuck.
Fuck, yeah.
just for 50 frames. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
And then what? You have a break, then play another 50 later.
Yeah, well, I'll usually, my back's cooked, so I'll do it another day. So you get like 3 weeks to do it.
You win money off this? Or not?
Yeah,
You do?
Like it was a monthly thing, so you pay $100 each month.
Yep.
And the winner each month got like $1,500 or something like that.
Fucking
And
hell.
second was like $1,000, and third was $800.
Fuck, so you can actually make coin on it then?
Yeah. And then I just played the finale, so we had like 40 or 50 players all year, and then so every month there's a different comp, and then you add up all your points towards the end of the year, and then the top 10 play in the finale, which was in December.
And you just
So,
made it.
and I made it. Yeah, I got like 7th or something like that. So,
Out of 50.
yeah,
Worldwide?
Yeah, so, yeah.
Fuck, that's cool.
Fuck, that's pretty
Oh,
good.
but it's all handicap. So
Oh, so you're just in like a division with people similar handicap to you?
No, everyone's in the same division, but we're all handicapped. So, for instance, my handicap's like 33, and there's champions that play over in England and Wales and Ireland and all sorts. They're on single digits.
Yeah, right.
So, they'll have their set of 50, and then they'll get like 30 master breaks out of
Smoke it.
50. Yeah.
Fuck.
What would you get roughly out of 50? Or on a good day?
What's your best run? Yeah.
Well, anywhere between 5 and 10.
Yep.
10's pretty normal. Like
10's,
between 5
yeah.
and 10.
Yep.
So that's one every 5 to 10 games. I get a master break. So yeah.
Fuck,
I've
it'd be
never-
interesting to see that.
Never
Like,
heard
out
it.
of
It's pretty handy.
Yeah.
You can
But
just do it.
in saying
you don't have
that-
to go to the pub or nothing.
In saying that, they say you're only as good as your last match, and the last match I played Toby, I beat him.
Oh, so that's last try wins.
I was playing one hand.
No, I went to his, we had a few beers, and fucking, he's got a deadly little shed playing. I think we would have played fucking 25 games, and then I finally jagged the very last game. Then I said, "Yep, let's call it a wrap."
Yeah. You're like, yep, nah.
You know, when you're
done
like,
now.
it's like playing fucking video games as a kid. And then you finally
Yeah.
beat some kind
yeah.
of Mortal Kombat and then or FIFA, and then you don't give them the rematch.
Yeah.
and then
You're
they're
like,
like,
"Nah, win now, bud."
just let them hang on that. Like, no, I'm the reigning champ. So
Well, that's like the kids.
Bro, it's like a blue one. I think you got him.
Esky hand.
Much stronger.
A bit like Homer in the what do you call it? The thing where you get shit out of food. Vending
vending
machine. Vending machine. I can have a brain. Where he's like puts his arm up and then he calls the fireys and everyone and he's like,
what he's
"Oh, you just got to let go of the food."
We fucking always come back to talking about Simpsons and this
yeah.
shit.
Everything
I don't
revolves
remember
around
that.
Simpsons, bud. Yeah. But you remember fucking so much of it. I thought I knew the Simpsons.
Yeah,
This cunt knows it.
this cunt reckons, I'm fucking Simpsons the best.
I used to think I just used to watch it all the time. Next minute, this cunt's always referring to it. I'm like Homer, like, like no, can't remember shit.
So yeah, I'm the reigning champ.
Yep. Fuck. Yeah, fair enough.
It's a fucking. I'm shit at that.
Wait,
sport,
what do
man.
you like? You're definitely better than the average fucking person. So what's it like when you go down the pub and that, and you see them fucking cunts think they're real deadly?
Yeah, you ever
deceive
hustle?
you
You
and that?
become like a little pub
Any
hustler?
cool stories of like, you know,
Putting coin on? Like, I bet you 20 bucks, bud.
I have hustled a fair bit
Yeah?
in my younger days.
Yeah,
like
nice.
I used to be a lot better than what I am now. So because I
just
started
hours spent, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I also used to play snooker, which is like on a table that's 4 times as big as a pool table. So
You need a lot more
like,
skill.
Yeah, and like you go from a snooker table to a pool table, and you just like absolutely
it-
kill it.
Yeah,
It's just,
right.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
right.
much
Yep.
easier.
Yep.
Anyway, like I started playing snooker when I started playing pool when I was 11, and then won my first pool comp at 11, and then when I was 15, I transferred over to snooker, and then when like I was just playing that sort of weekly after school and that, and on weekends going travelling around like northern New South Wales playing comps and that, and then we had schoolies up in Gold Coast.
yeah.
And we were just getting usual, just blind as. And then we'll go to the beer garden, and there was a pool table there, and I was like,
Did people know you'd played pool? Like,
no, not a lot of people. Like I don't tell.
because
a lot
it's
of
not
people.
really a thing that many people, especially as a young fella, I suppose, that many
Especially
people
that
would have
young.
been into, eh?
Yeah, like well, even then, like even now, there's a lot of people don't know that I play pool.
Yeah.
and I don't even tell them that I play pool. Or
Well, lucky
whatever.
no one listens to this too, so you
Yeah,
still
yeah.
got a chance to go to the pubs and hustle.
About 5 people that'll know.
Just a shout out, I don't play pool. But yeah, like we went to the brewery and I reckon we would have had 15 beers behind us by this stage. And one of my mates, he dislocated his shoulder. So I said, "Wait, give us your sling." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, give us your sling." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then I put his sling on. I walked over to the pool table and I was like, there was 2 fellas playing. And I said, is it all right if I have the next game or whatever? And they're like, "Oh, yeah, if you want." And they're looking like, "What the fuck are you going to do? You got one arm." Like, I was like, "Oh." And then the game finished and I was like, "Oh, do you want to play for a jug?" And they're like, this fella looked at me like,
Fuck yeah, we do.
"Yeah, all right, go on then." So I was like, "Okay." So I was like, "Oh, well, you break because, I've only got one arm."
What'd you
Can't
have the
break for
sling on
shit.
your left arm?
Yeah.
So you play,
and then and then my mates knew that I played pool. So I was playing. I was just like mucking around with a couple of shots, and then one of my mates is like, "Oi, Toby, I'm starting to get thirsty. Hurry up, will you?" I was all right. I had 5 balls left at that point, so I'd sunk 2 already. So I sunk 5 balls in the black, and I was just like, "Two's new, thanks, bud." He just looked at me like, "This cunt."
Of all this shit,
This cunt's having me all
you
for
should have got the
sure.
most expensive fucking jug there or something.
Nah, we were fresh out of school, so we were just like, "Yep."
Fuck,
new.
that would be cool to be able to do that, but like, because there's so many lads down the pub who just think they're deadly,
Yeah.
think they're the man,
Yeah.
and if you could just go and like fucking towel them up,
Just hustle, just pure hustle.
Yeah, like a lot of the times I don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's there or whatever, and or there's like a little pub comp and that, and I just I'm not even gonna bother. But
rather sink tins.
yeah,
What about that first comp when you were 11? Fucking what happened there? How big
Well,
was the comp? What
I
was
had-
the comp?
I had a is it Darth Maul from
Yeah.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
I had one of the pool cues with that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it was like all wrapped around.
True, like look full Star Wars. Like, fuck yeah.
Like, it was only like a $20 cue. I thought it was deadly. It was like after that episode 1 had come out, it was like 2001 or something like that.
Just frothing on it.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is sick. And then, I was playing, I was like sinking them all, and then it was at a pub at the back room and that. And then I got into the final, and I was like, oh, this fella, he's pretty good. And I don't know if he was.
What was it all older fellas playing? Like,
Yeah, it was all like pub fellas, you know, like just the usual. Like
This
this,
11-year-old.
yeah, and up on the
custom
table like
cue.
this.
They're probably probably giving you a heap of sympathy. Like, oh yeah, that's cute. Next minute you come out, there's those
Balls.
little fucking shark.
Yeah, and I still remember this fella had like a big white beard and like, you know, like a stubbies and a wife
proper-
beater.
proper
yeah,
pub.
Like,
Proper, what you
pub.
think from the pub?
Yeah. And he was playing. He was hitting them pretty well. And then I sunk 4 or 5 balls in the black, and I was like, well,
What'd you win? What'd you get?
oh,
Like a
it
little
was like,
voucher or
yeah,
something?
it was only like $50 or something like that. But
Little food voucher that you got to spend back at the pub.
Your old boys just loving you.
Oh yeah, he just straight up took it. It was like, oh, yeah, I won. Yeah, good.
Gives you a packet of nuts.
Yeah. All right, I'll get you fire engine.
Twisties, get you some twisties and a fucking raspberry lemonade.
You're over in the claw machine. Oh, that's mad. It's a hard sport. It's a fuck.
It is.
If you don't play it a lot, it's a frustrating sport. If you don't play it that much.
Well, like I was playing it today, and man, it was just the whole time was just reminding me of golf. Hey, it's just like,
Oh, yeah.
you know that you can do something, and you're like,
You can pull it off every now and then,
Yeah.
but then other days it's just not there.
You have your good days, have your bad days.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Them sort of pub sports are funny, eh? Like
Darts.
darts, pool, but even like table tennis,
Yeah.
golf, but sports like that, I feel like you can get to a certain level. Not golf. Golf's fucked.
Yeah, golf.
But table tennis and that, I was playing during the week at work, and I haven't played in a while. And after like 5 minutes of playing, I started getting my eye in and hitting some decent shots. But sports like that, I feel you can get to a decent, you can get to a half proficient level pretty quickly. But then obviously to get
Master.
better,
Expert.
to
It's
get
just
better, you
hours
have to
and
be
hours
doing
and
so
hours.
much. But
Yep.
but it's always funny when you see cunts who are good at them random things, you know, like random fucking sports. It's
like
like,
backgammon or something.
yeah, like how did you fucking get so good at this? You know?
Mahjong.
But I remember one time going to this little house out in Anoomba with you. It was like a random Friday night. You're like, oh, we'll go to my mate's place and fucking have a few beers and play some pool, whatever. Said, yeah, righto. Went to this
Was
fucking
that Stewart, I think?
Stewart and somewhere out there.
Yeah.
It's like a busted old house,
Yeah.
fucking out there.
Yeah.
We go in and like the pool table was flashes, probably worth more than the house. It looked like nice as fuck.
House was not looked after at all, except for the pool table.
Yeah,
pool table.
but then there's area where the pool table was like fucking nice as. And what he does to me in games, like he converts me one-handed, left-handed and stuff and smash me. What he does to me, they were doing to him. Like that's how good these cunts
These
were. Eh?
local cunts,
And
yeah.
then he's like, oh, he played for Australia. Okay, remember that?
Yeah.
Real.
That was fucking awesome to see that.
Wow.
Like I was getting smoked, but they were good and they were like, oh, we got to hit 3 cushions before we sink the ball, stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But it's fucking amazing when you see someone so good at like a sport, I suppose. What do you call it? Is it a game?
Yeah, it's a sport. No, it's a sport.
It's
But
like a niche sport.
Yeah.
You know what you're saying? Yeah.
But it's one of those things too, like it's not something that you can identify with somebody. Like you can't look at someone and go, "You're going to be shit at pool."
Yeah,
or
Yeah,
"You're not
yeah,
good at
yeah,
pool."
yeah.
you
It
can be
always
the
floats under the radar.
You can be the most drop
Yep.
kick of a person
Yeah.
with a beer belly and a big beard and just absolute clean up.
You're right.
Or
I
you
know what
can be
you're
fit
saying.
as fuck and then be like that.
But I think it's cool because everyone has a go. Like everyone has had a go at pool. Everyone's had a go at darts. But to be that good at it, it's like, and like you say, so unassuming. So we just rocked up to these cunts' house and they were just like freaks.
nowhere,
We're like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Well, one of my mates, Scatty, Matty Metting, shout out to him. He's
Metting?
you know Matty?
Yeah.
He's a really good pool player too, and he puts up on his Facebook the pool shot, the trick shots.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro, I love them, mate.
Yeah.
They're fucking smicko.
I was started making a couple of reels of them. Back in the day, I'm like, because when like YouTube was taking off, and I was like, I'm gonna start doing this. And
I'm going to get massive.
Yeah. I'm gonna do all these like
fuck
sick
yeah.
little videos with nah.
It's so hard.
Too
It's
much.
so
Like one
Too
video,
much
I was like, fuck that.
yeah.
Too hard.
I tried that with a golf thing one time. I'll fucking film some golf content. I can do one video.
Do it
That's
once.
enough.
Too much work, eh?
Man, it is. It's fucking hard. Like doing any of them videos.
I'll follow
and
this.
stuff that people
This follow
do.
one of my favorite YouTuber. He's like, this is in fishing and outdoorsman. His name's Chris Beman, and he does like he'll go out kayaking, hiking, fishing, spearfishing, cook up in the middle of the bush and all that stuff. But everything he's filming, he's setting up the camera. He'll go past in his boat around a bend, and then you think about the shot. He's doing a U-turn, coming up, mounting up his boat, hopping off the boat, setting up the tripod.
Takes so much
just to
time.
get one shot, man.
Yeah.
That's a 10-second
Like
shot.
3 seconds.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that.
it's like it's a lot of effort in it, eh? But yeah, Scatty's, we call him Scatty. He's a fucking good pool player too, eh? That's all.
Yeah.
When you're talking about pool, I was thinking of Scatty.
He's okay.
Yeah.
He got right,
He's
eh?
okay. He used to be in my poolside.
Oh, true shit.
We were in the classic stitch-ups.
Yeah, right.
Remember
Yeah.
that old video with the fella with the mullet? He was like, classic stitch-up?
Yeah. Oh, that's a classic stitch up. Yeah. That's a classic stitch up.
Stitched up. Yeah, we had like his mug on the back of our...
Oh, fuck yeah. He plays a lot out in Isa, I think, because he
Yeah.
ended up working and living out there for a fair bit. But yeah. Fuck. Any other hidden talents you got there, Bruss? Hey?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, I can turn a bottle cap inside out.
Oh, the old,
The other way.
I could never fucking do that, eh? I'll bust my fingers up trying to do it. I've got a mate who could do it.
Yeah.
There's always random fucking things that some cunt can do, eh?
The old party
What
tricks.
other little party tricks is there?
Fuck. The old, the durry flip.
Yeah.
You know, cunts do that durry flip. The fucking smoking.
When it's short.
Flip it, catch it inside, and then go back. Yeah. But nah, you done a bit of travelling there, Bruss?
Yeah, I've been around a bit.
We're talking about, me and Hoop's always talking about fucking the old travels on this
Yeah.
podcast. It's one of our go-tos because we both love it so much.
Even times when we're like, oh, fucking,
We'll have something.
steer clear of of whatever. We're talking about something else. A lot of shit always just comes back to travel.
Yeah,
eh?
it does,
fucking-
we can't help it.
But it's such a big part of
Of what we've done and who we are.
And there's always so many stories too.
That's a
like,
big one. A lot of stories.
It's the most
come from it, eh?
memorable shit that most of the most memorable stuff that I've done
Same.
has been traveling, I suppose.
Definitely same.
yeah, my first place overseas was Fiji.
Oh yeah,
And you just went there.
yeah. That was your first trip.
Yeah, and it was unreal, but completely different to your trip.
Yeah.
Like ours was like action packed from day one.
Was
to
it a
then.
family trip? Wasn't
Nah,
it?
it was just me and Joyce,
Oh yeah.
and it was just like we always do. Like our holidays, we always like places that people aren't.
Yeah.
Like you know, if we went to France, we'd spend like a day in Paris and be like, "Yep, Eiffel Tower, cool,"
then you
and
go
then we'd
for-
go to
Go
like
to
some
check
random
out-
little town.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It's the same like when we went to Austria as well. We went to like the Lake District and we stayed in this little town called Strobel with an Airbnb, and we rocked up and we went just even to the grocery store and they didn't speak English.
True.
And it was like, I hope
How'd
this
you,
is
how'd
right.
you order shit?
Yeah,
That's
well, we
awesome.
just put it
Show
on.
them
and just
photos
like,
of
Yeah, just give us all the money. Like, here you go. And then like even we went to like this diner and that, and they didn't speak any English, and we just were like, oh,
Just hope that they give
hopefully-
you the right change.
Yeah, hopefully this is good. We'll just try this one. So, but yeah, like, and they're always our best experiences. When we
Yeah.
go,
Yep.
Like
you see the actual
outside.
locals.
Yeah,
you see it
yeah.
100%, bro. I
Yeah.
agree. Definitely.
Yeah, Fiji was interesting. We went one time. We rocked up. It was I think it was like Joseph's like 21st or something, maybe a 20th. But we were just getting blind at the resort, and then the bartender chick there, she's like, "Oh, this is like at midday." And
they're fucking wild. They just want to give you fucking drinks.
That's what you were saying. They just try and fucking batter you up.
And then the bartender there was like, "Oh, well, like, so it's Joseph's birthday. Like, what do you do here for like good time, or like where you go clubbing and that?" And she goes, "Oh, you know, you go to Suva," which was like a 2-hour ride. Like, we were like in between Nandi and Suva, like we were like smack bang in the middle, and we were like, "Oh, okay, sweet. Like, how do you get there?" She's like, "Oh, well, I'll be catching the bus at like 8 o'clock or whatever. You can come out there." And we're like, "Yeah, all right, yeah, we'll be
Don't
there."
think about how to get home yet.
Yeah, we were still fucking blind. And we were just like, she thought like we were joking. Anyway, it comes around 8 o'clock and we rocked up, and she's like, "Oh shit, look, I didn't think you were serious." And they were like, "Oh yeah, we're going out." And like, "All right." And then I looked across the road, and then I seen someone doing this. I'm like, "What are they doing? Like doing this?" And she said, "Oh, they're like trying to get a lift." I'm like, "Oh, hitchhiking." Like, yeah.
Just having the thumb up.
Yeah,
They just shake the fuck
like,
out of their hand.
I was like, "Oh, true, eh?" So then me and being a dickhead, blind and that, and I was just like this, like, "Yeah, anyone going past?" And then next minute this truck comes past and pulls up, and I was like, "Fuck, all right, sweet, we got a ride." So we jump in the front of this truck, and all the kids that were in it, they jumped in the back. Like, it was like one of the big, you know, like 12-tonner or whatever. It was just like had all the back. And all these kids were in the back, no seatbelts, no seats, no nothing.
Just
like,
hanging out in the tray.
Just like living life. And this fella in the front, he could barely speak English. And we were in this ride for like 2.5 hours.
That's awesome, mate. Best taxi ever.
Oh, yeah. And I was just like, we were just talking shit about the whole time, like trying to figure out his language and what he does. And we ended up giving him like, you know, $50 or whatever. We were like, "Here you go, man." And he's like, "Oh, no, you don't need it." I'm like, "No, that's all right. We're sweet. We're only going to pay for a bus anyways. Fuck all to us."
How was the nightclub?
Oh, man. Well, so we jumped out in Suva, and a chick jumped out of the back, and she's like, "Oh, I'll show you around." And I was like, "Oh, okay, sweet." So
Rub her arm.
Yeah.
Heard you talking shit. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, I
I've
suppose.
seen that 50 coming along.
Yeah.
So she took us around anyway. She was smoking darts, and then next minute she pulls up to this nightclub and just waving to this person. Yeah, we're right to go in. We go in, and it's like packed full, like absolutely packed, like sweaty as, no aircon, no nothing. And then we're in there like at this table right next to the bar, and I was like, "I'll go get us drinks, come back." Next minute, I look on the table. There's a block of fruit and nut chocolate. She pops it out. She's like, "You want some fruit and nut?" No, man.
Good then.
Yeah, I'm out at the nightclub. I don't want fruit and nut
last
chocolate.
thing you want to be eating. Wait, what is the last thing you want to eat when you're drinking? I'd say fucking
cheese
chocolate
platter.
would be up
Yeah.
there. Yeah, cheese platter. It's fucking up.
Yes, dude. Fucking hell.
Yeah, something like anything dairy.
chocolate,
hey?
yeah, anything chocolate
like
or
dairy.
that, go straight through here.
That.
Fuck, thick shake.
So anyway, she pulls out this fruit and nut, and I'm like, "Nah, bro, that's all yours." And then she's smoking at the same time as she's having this fruit and nut, and I'm like, "Fucking hell."
Good combo.
And then
Good
I was
combo.
like, yeah, and then I seen all these people coming out from like this basement, and I'm like, "What's down there?" She's like, "Oh, well, we'll go down for a look." It's the nightclub section anyway. We go down, and it was packed full like sardines, like no one could move. And I'm sitting there like 6'4", like looking over all these little
Tearing over
Frenchies, and I'm like, I could get all the fresh air because like I was above everyone. So I was like, "Oh yeah." And I look down, and Josie's next to me, and she's like my shoulder height, and she's just sweating everywhere.
Full sauna.
Just like, holy. And then we get down there, and they're playing like, you know, like Akon, but with like reggae mixes over the top.
man.
Yeah, like they had like all these R&B mixes with like reggae over the top, and I was like,
Just island remix to
beats.
everything.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
island
oh shit.
Reggae remix every
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
The best reggae mix that we heard was Tracy Chapman, Revolution. That was like insane, man. We were there and we're like, holy damn, this is sick.
I love that part of when you're in a random place and the music from the culture. Like, that is one of the best parts of traveling. Like, you get amongst music, like, fuck, this is awesome. How have I never discovered this?
I love listening to music in different languages, even if you don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's heaps of like Euro EDM stuff I listen
dance.
to, and it's like fucking just get you G'd up, even though you don't know what the fuck.
And then you listen to it back years later, and it gives you that nostalgic feel, and that you're like, fuck, yeah, that's wild, eh? Fiji.
Oh man, it gets even like crazier. Like we were at this nightclub, and then she meets up with a friend, this titter fella.
No,
he comes over. Hi sis, like whatever the language, and then he was looking at me up and down like this, and I was like, "Oh, can't." I was like, "That's my wife there." Like, that's my wife there, you know. And then he just like, you know, I was blind, so I was dancing up everywhere. And then he's just
Toby likes to cut a rug. Too.
And
he can dance
just like, yeah. I'm like, I was like, well, whatever, man. Like, bar's there, go buy me a drink. Nah.
Kid him up just for a drink.
Yeah. And then he just kept following us around like a bad smell the whole night. And then it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, fuck, how are we getting home? And then the chick that took us out, she said, don't get a taxi because the taxis rip you off over there. Yep. She said,
shake your hand again.
She reckons get a van. Oh. It's not labelled nothing. It's just like a white van. She's like, yeah, get in the van. I was like, get in the van. I was like, okay, put this blindfold on. I got in the van, this van and that, and we got Macca's first. Got in the van, and we passed out. We're gone.
Fuck.
And then we woke up. Someone woke us up. Oh, you staying at the Warwick? I'm like, what? Yeah. I'm like, oh, we're here. I'm like, what? I looked around, I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I was like, and whatever cash I had on me, I was like, just have this.
Wait,
and like,
I reckon that would be the place, though, to fucking pass out or like be in a shit situation because I feel like none of them are going to take advantage of it.
They're so friendly of you.
Nice people.
So that's like 2 hours, you're just fucking out of it like that.
Gone.
See you later. Fuck.
Because like Josie passed out beside me like straight up and I was like, oh, well, I'm going to sleep too.
Yeah. When you're that fucked, dude, and you've been drinking that long, it's easy to do it.
The worst part about it was we got back at like 6 o'clock in the morning and we had already booked a tour the next day to start at 9, but it was in Nandi, so we had to get a bus from our resort in an hour to go to Nandi.
You stayed like right near where we stayed as well. It's just fucking. It's a bit shit, like how far it is from things.
It was, but
the Warwick and
Shangri-La, I think, was the next one down.
The fucking place we stayed, I forgot. But they're like the sister fucking resorts from each other. Sort of thing. I think they run within each other, sort of thing.
It's not good, but I've got this rule when I travel overseas that I don't go to the same place twice.
Yeah.
So
for sure,
like the missus is like, oh yeah, they're flying out of Cairns now to Fiji, and I'm like, yeah, but we've been there.
Yeah.
So like, and our last holiday was to Queenstown, over in New Zealand, and the kids were all rugged up.
Yeah.
And they're like. And the last 2 holidays we had were in the snow, and then Lennox is looking at me going,
go somewhere tropical.
Can we go somewhere hot next time? Son, right.
I think we spoke about that one.
Yeah, I think we have spoken about
it. Maybe my recap where it's like, we're sort of like to go to different places too, whereas someone had been there to that same resort, not just Fiji, he'd been to that same resort 20 times.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
I'm thinking,
Yep.
Yeah.
We're the same. Exactly.
Nothing out.
I've been to a couple places more than once, but it's like done different shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm the same. I'd prefer to fucking go somewhere different.
Because there's so many places to see, right? You could travel forever and still not see everywhere. So you just want to try and
go
tick
to
it off.
Vanuatu, Samoa, Tonga, Niue.
So what's the next?
Places.
Where's somewhere hot you can take the kids now?
That's where we're looking at. Probably there somewhere.
Cheap
Probably
flights to
Vanuatu
fucking Hawaii.
Yeah.
I'm keen on Philippines, eh? Have you been there?
Nah,
I'm so keen to go there. I've never been either.
Family trio trip.
We done a family trip to Bali.
Oh,
and that was.
How was that? Because I'm thinking about doing that. How was that as a family?
Sorry, I'll take that back. It was pre-family, but with couples.
Yeah.
So, but now we would like to redo it.
That's what I want to do.
Same.
Yeah,
it was couples, so the couples can do shit, the kids can.
Because there's so much to do in Bali. so
all
easy to
the
get there.
mums can hang out with
You
the
know?
kids while the dads go do shit.
Classic.
I hope none of them listen to this.
Oh, conjoining rooms.
They'll know our plan.
Remember that Forex ad? The old Forex. Is that what you're talking?
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, conjoining rooms.
fancy seeing you here. Wait, have you seen them videos of them cunts where the missus stitch the guys up and they all wear the same shirts?
Yes, the purple shirts.
Where it's like every cunt's the same.
yeah.
They just listen to their missus. Wait, wear this to dinner.
No,
and
you're
then
not,
there's
you're not
like,
wearing that. I got you this new shirt. Put that on.
That's
Oh,
fucking
okay.
funny, eh? That's actually
fuck,
gold,
that's
eh?
good. But yeah, imagine that. Just plan this holiday.
Yep.
Fancy seeing you. You're booked right next door. All right. See your kids, see his mums. We're going.
We're off to the bar.
It's been ages since I caught up with you. Yeah. Joyce, you're right.
Wait, that would be fucking mad.
Yeah, it would
I
be.
would
Yeah.
love to do
Full
that.
resorted up, and there's so much to do up there. Like there's so much to do for everyone, for the missus, for the kids, everyone.
Yeah. Well, we did. So there was 4 of us, and we did. Each person had a day. So whatever they wanted to plan, we just went
That
with
is
it.
smart.
So
That
then-
is so good.
Yeah. So
Yep.
each person had a day or whatever, and they did their thing.
So no
but then
cunt
it was
can
a
whinge.
competition.
Oh, I didn't get to do anything.
No, well, the
I
hardest
should
part
do.
when you're traveling with a lot of people, and we've noticed on our Bucks parties, when we've been with the Bucks parties, we come up with saying like, "Who's got the wig?" Because one person wants to do this, then the other person's like, "Let's do this," and then you're kind of lost in limbo sometimes. But if you have someone who takes charge, then it just everything gets guided. You know?
It worked out real well because, and then it was like stuff, like even on my day, it was just like Josie was like, "Oh well, I didn't get to do this on my day, so can you do it on yours?"
So she had 2 days.
yeah.
Your
I was
missus
like,
always
I
gets
don't
2
care.
days.
I was like, yeah, sure.
You're like, righto.
Yeah, I was like, I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
That's a good
but
idea,
then it was
but-
like a competition, like once
Who
the
can
day's
come
over.
up- oh, yeah.
Nah, my day was way better than
Yeah,
that.
had the
who can
best
come
day?
up with the best shit to do that? Yeah, that is a good idea, right? Yeah, you plan this day, and then it's like you're going to try outdo the day before.
Yeah, yeah,
Just plan heaps of shit.
yeah. Well, there's heaps to do over there. Eh?
Fucking, and it's easy and it's close to get to. That's why I love it. It's just
Yeah.
only a 4-hour flight or whatever. It's fucking
I'm hearing no
those-
negatives, boys.
those big
Let's
flights.
do it.
Lock her in, Eddie.
Let's
Done.
fucking do it.
Podcasts abroad.
Yeah. Tell us, we need to get this story while we're on the travel yarns. We need to hear the story about you meeting.
A celebrity.
I've met heaps.
Yeah.
Oh, tell us a couple,
Yeah.
but
Tell us a few.
You,
Tell- yeah.
you
Oh,
know the
no,
one
no,
we're
it's a
getting
few.
at.
Yeah.
You know the one we're
Dennis
getting
Rodman.
at.
Yeah.
Meeting,
That was-
meeting Dennis Rodman.
Like, that was the most wildest experience of my life. Like, I'm a massive NBA fan. Like,
Yeah, loves basketball.
massive. And this night was we were in Miami, and I had on that night a tall tee with Michael Jordan, like the usual picture where he's got 3 fingers up with his hugging the trophy.
The big round
yeah,
trophy.
yeah, he's hugging the trophy. He just done another 3-peat.
Yep.
Had that on, and then we were going to a 2 Chainz concert with with Bobby Valentino. He was August Alsina. They were all supporting acts. At this point, no one sort of knew who they were, but yeah. So we're in Miami, and we rocked up to this hookah bar, and it was in like a plaza sort of thing. So there's people walking in and out everywhere, and we rocked up to this table, and we ordered some hookah, and then we were just sitting there waiting, having a couple of beers, and then I was just looking. Next minute, Dennis Rodman walks past and walks into the hookah bar.
Is he a big cunt?
Massive, huge. I think he's like
6'10" or something.
yeah,
He's a fucking
6'10",
monster.
6'11" or something like that. Like just massive. Like just. you
Plus
can't-
he's big. He was such a defensive
yeah,
powerhouse. He's like
he
he's
was like-
broad.
he was ridiculous. Like he had games where he got 0 points and 25 rebounds.
Holy
like,
God.
Yeah, he was
just
so
like
staunch.
Absolute like
Staunch in the key.
yeah, defensive like
Yeah.
killer.
Yep.
Anyway, he rocks up, goes in there, and I was like, Joyce, that was Dennis Rodman. She's like, what? I was like, that was Dennis Rodman. She's like, fuck off, it was. And I was like, yeah, that was. Anyway, the waiter come up to us. I was like, oh, was that Dennis Rodman? And they go, yes, yeah, it was, but I wouldn't even bother. And I was like,
He
what do you
goes
mean?
there heaps, eh?
He's like, yeah, he's arrogant. Don't even he's a dick. So it'd just ruin your whole thing. Like,
They reckon don't meet your fucking
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
your idols, eh?
Yeah, yep.
Whatever.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, fuck. Well, shit, what am I going to do? I was just dwelling. We were just sitting there, just having drinks. And I was like, well, he probably is. Like, the amount of people that he'd get coming up to him and then, like, living in the shadows of Jordan and that. And he'd just be like the whole time, oh, you know, what is it like playing with Jordan and everything? So I was just like, yeah, well, I'm going to approach this a little bit differently. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go.
You get one chance.
Yeah, yeah.
Never, ever be in this position again.
So I was like, you know, who gives a fuck? I'll just go and do it. Anyway, so I went in the bar, started ordering drinks, and he was sitting right next to me on a high chair. And I just looked over and said, oh, hey, mate, how you going? And then just started ordering drinks. And then he heard my Aussie accent.
Luke Longley.
Yeah. And then Josie was in there with us as well or whatever. And then he said, he's like, oh, you from Australia, are you? Oh, you from Australia, are you? Well, that's it, man. It's like so hard to understand what he was saying. I was like, oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm from Australia. He's like, oh, these fucking drinks are fucking weak as piss. He's like, you fucking Australians, man. You fucking strongest drinks, motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, I'm sitting there like, yeah. He's like, oh, man, pull up a seat, man. Anyway, he gave his seat to Josie, and then I pulled up a seat next to him, and he had another chick there as well. So there was two of them, and this chick was like drop dead gorgeous.
12
like,
out of 10.
Oh, but she was older. She would have probably been, late 30s, maybe early 40s max, but just like stunner, like probably a model in her previous days. From the Netherlands, Dutch.
Yeah.
I'm like, Josie's sitting there speaking to him. I'm speaking to her. I'm like, oh, yeah, so how do you know Dennis? And she's like, oh, I just met him tonight. He told me to come drink with him, so I said, okay. I'm like, all right, cool. And then it was just like, just a little chit-chat and conversation. And anyway, so he's like, oh, yeah, I'll order some drinks. We'll get some drinks. Cocktails over here. We'll get some cigars too, yeah. So anyway, brings over cocktails, and he's like, and we introduced ourselves, so he knew our names and stuff. And he's like, hey, Toby, have a drink of this. It's fucking weak as piss. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I had a drink. And it was pretty strong. But I wasn't letting that get to me. I was like, oh, what? Is this water? This is weak.
Play it up.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, fucking, you fucking Aussies, fucking, you can drink, motherfucker. This is weak ass. And then he's like, oh, yeah, man, yeah. So, and then I was still just gobsmacked. Yeah. I was just like, holy shit. And we're sitting there, and then the bartender was like, oh, yeah, this is $48 or whatever. And he's like, I'm not fucking paying. I'm fucking Dennis Rodman. I'm not paying. Get your fucking manager over here. I'm not paying. Fucking Dennis Rodman.
For real.
And then the manager was over there, and he's like, just don't worry about it. Just
wait, that is pretty fucked, though. When cunts who have the money to pay, don't want to pay.
Yeah. Well, I would be surprised with how much money he actually has, because in that era there wasn't that much of a salary.
Yeah,
it was fuck all. But it was only I think like Scottie Pippen made. He was an all-star for all these years and Hall of Famer, and he made like 33 million in his entire career or something, which was like more than like one season with Michael Jordan. Like, it was fucking
fuck.
nuts.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So back in them days, it was fucked.
It's like superstar. You had to be a superstar to make money.
Jordan was the one that brought the money to the NBA players because he put in his contract that he would have a percentage of the sales built up over the 90s. So he then got bumped up in his salary. But yeah, so we were just having cocktails with Dennis Rodman. There was people like coming up to him like as he was sitting there, and like, oh my god, yeah, Dennis. And he was just fuck off. And like, oh, can we get a photo? Oh, fuck off. Toby, look at this kid. Oh, fuck off, you fucking idiot. And then
just shooing him away.
Yeah. And he's like, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. So this was probably like 20 minutes. We were sitting there with him, just like talking shit, having drinks, cigars, and then the waiter comes up to us and is like, oh, yeah, your hookah's ready outside. And I was like, oh, okay, sweet. And Dennis goes to us, is like, oh, you want to come outside? Well, we'll get a table or whatever, and we'll get some hookah or whatever. I was like, oh yeah, we already got a table out there, so yeah, you can come join us. Oh, Mr. VIP, you already got your own table. No, fuck you then. Well, you go have your own table. We get your own table. Oh, fuck you then. And I was like, all right, it's all good, man. Like, if you want to come in, oh, no, you got your own little table. I was like, oh, all sweet, bro. Anyway, we sat out there, and I was just like, the whole time I was sitting there, and I was like, holy fuck, did that just happen? Anyway, he sat like maybe 3 tables over, but he was like in the walkway. Like there's traffic, people going past all the time. And people pulling up, go, oh, Dennis Rodman, oh yeah, Michael Jordan, can I get a photo? And he'd be sitting there and he'd go, wait, Toby, just go. It was like a photo. Oh, fuck off. And I'm sitting there going, oh, yeah.
Getting your approval before he gets a photo.
I was like, oh, yeah, fucking idiot. I was like,
Just backing
can't
him up.
believe you had a photo.
Backing him up.
Why do you want a photo with him?
Yeah. And I was sitting there like the whole time thinking, fuck, he's like denying all these people of getting photos, and I have to get a photo. Otherwise, no guy's going to believe me this story even happened. So then afterwards, I was like, oh, yeah, man, we're going to this concert. He's like, oh, yeah, all good, man. You have a good night. And he fucking shook my hand, man. Like, his hand was like this.
Oh, God.
It was just like, yeah. And I was like, holy.
Just
And
not
then,
making
it
it.
was just like a fucking baby arm compared to an adult.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh, yeah, bro, man, I've got to get a photo. And he's like, oh, all right, man. Yeah, jump in. He didn't stand up or nothing. He just stayed sitting down. And I was just like, fuck, yeah.
Fuck, yeah.
But, yeah, wild as an
What a weird experience, though, eh?
Absolutely crazy.
Be hard not to fanboy so hard in that moment. Or what?
Yeah, especially because like I had the Jordan shirt on, so it's so easy for
and you're a
him to just
basketball
be,
fan
like,
yourself.
dismissed,
And that,
yeah.
Fuck you there.
Just fucking shooing every other kind of way. That would have been hard because it's like you would have seen that and been like, fuck, I don't want to ask him now. And especially because you sort of didn't build that relationship, but you know, you were cool before. It's like, I don't want to now go over, ask
And
him,
be
and
like-
then be like,
fanboying.
no, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, that would have felt like shit.
But it is like a common thing that, you know, people meet these people and they don't know how to act.
Yeah. Oh,
Like-
yeah, for sure.
Yep.
You know, like you yourself and myself, you know, we're mates with like Cowboys players
Yeah.
and stuff. And like,
Yeah.
you just like,
They're
you're
fucking normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're going like to OzTag, like, and you're there talking to them and stuff, and then you got like people following you, and you're like, fuck, this is a bit weird. Eh?
I don't know if
people
we
barging
spoke about
about.
this. We might have fucking asked it before, but you reckon there is anyone that you would meet and like make you go a bit fucking silly? I don't know if there would be anyone for
I think
me.
we did
eh?
spoke about that because I
Like-
think I said like Volkanovski, like a little bit
Beyonce.
like that. Oh,
I probably get all silly because I get a hard on.
Queen Bee. I'll bar up.
Yeah, she's my celeb crush.
I
Like,
reckon some
there'd
of
be a
those
few
UFC
people that I would love to meet, but I don't know if you know how them cunts go crazy and they look like they can't get words out.
like,
and
like,
shit?
like the Sheilas around fucking Justin Bieber and that,
Yeah,
just going,
man.
"Bah," like going crazy. I
I don't know if
yeah.
there'd be anyone.
Well, we went to a Usher concert in Melbourne, and we got VIP passes and everything. And Josie absolutely like froths him. Like,
Yeah, right.
She would do him in his heartbeat. You don't worry about me. It's all good. But yeah, like
Free pass for a night.
Yeah, we were like up the front, like we were like 2 people back from the fence. And there's one of his songs, I think it's Bad Intentions, where he gets somebody from the crowd up and like dirty dances on them. Like
I've
puts them on
seen
the
him
couch.
do. I've seen him do that, like videos of that, and then people are blowing up in the comments about.
saying there was someone that
And it's but
But he's like going around the crowd like this, and like with a spotlight on, and he's pointing around like this, and I see him just about getting to us. So I pick up Josie like this, and he's like, "Oh, bigger," and she's like, she's like almost like she starts crying. She's like, "No, don't pick me. I'll fucking freak out." Like, yeah.
yeah, guys are different. I reckon. Though.
Yeah.
Like, well,
act cool.
probably
Yeah.
not. But
Yeah,
like,
but-
there's a lot that probably are weird.
But you never see like a video of a heap of dudes going, like screaming and shit, like the chicks with Elvis and fucking Sheila's with Bieber and
Remember fucking One Direction and
One
shit?
Direction.
How
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
that
Chicks are
little
going
scene
nuts over
was
that,
for a
yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
That little
That was
scene
wild.
was like crazy. Didn't one of the cunts die recently?
Yeah, I think
off
he
a
did.
balcony, eh?
Oh, true shit.
Yeah, I think he fell off a balcony.
Fuck, that's
What,
hectic.
like
Pretty sure, like-
accident or can he kill himself?
No,
or
I
what?
don't think he.
On the piss
Yeah.
or something? Like, or just
I think he was.
Because they wouldn't be
piss or drugs
real
or whatever.
old, would they?
they'd be probably about our age or something,
Nah.
a bit older, a bit younger, maybe a
bit
couple of years
younger,
younger.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they
Poor
were like
cunt.
30s.
True.
Fuck.
No, I remember hearing that. Yeah, one
Yeah.
of them passed away. But yeah, that scene was fucking hectic for a bit. Like how
Yeah.
crazy people would get over it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there was that the Aussie version as well, where Trent Bell was in it.
Yeah, what was their little
Collective.
thing? The collective. Yeah. The collective. Fucking
fuck, that was funny.
shit as. I don't know. Did they even have? They might have had one song. I don't know. Did they have
Yeah,
any
that's the
songs?
collective. Yeah,
Wonder what
that
they're up
shit.
to. Yeah, wonder what they're up to. Yeah. Fucking better than us.
yeah, proper.
Fuck, their shit as.
Here we are
You
running
can't
it
even
down.
hold a note.
Yeah.
Fuck their shit. Fuck yeah, how good's that? But
Yeah,
yeah,
it'd be hard being a celebrity and having cunts come up to you all the time. Surely you get fucking frustrated as fuck
Yeah.
over it. But Dennis Rodman he does talk like that. The big
Oh
guy.
man, it's just like it's so hard to understand because he speaks so low
Yeah.
and doesn't move his lips, just like mumbles. All
so you
the time.
can't even lip read.
No.
Yeah.
It's just like yeah, fucking.
Would that be like one of the top of your list that you wanted to meet, or
Nah.
who would you want to meet?
Dwayne Wade? He'd be up there.
True.
See that statue they made of him recently?
Oh, bro. I don't even know. Like, he even approved it. Yeah. He was there and approved it. Yep, that's good. And, like, the amount of memes that I've seen of it.
Oh no, man! Fuck, poor Gunny. Oh.
Yeah.
He was so good, but
You'd think
yeah.
the artists would have to show a fair bit of their work beforehand to get approved to
Yeah.
do this statue or something, eh?
Yeah,
because that
surely.
was fucking so.
you'd think that there's fucking
was
it's America and that much money involved. You think there'd be precision. He was just so well rounded.
He looked like the dad out of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or something. Like,
Yeah, old run down. But he was well rounded basketball player.
Yeah,
He could do
yeah.
everything,
He was
man. That's
a-
what I loved.
Is
about
he
him.
your
and
favourite?
super humble. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's
who's
your favourite basketball?
Yeah.
Dwayne
True.
Wade.
Yeah.
True.
Is that's your team, eh?
Yeah, Miami Heat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Team.
Fuck yeah.
What about any pool players that are like big? Any pool players celebrities or like who's that fucking what's his name? The snooker player, the fucking
Oh, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
yeah, Ronnie.
Yeah, he's deadly. Honest. But yeah, like there's heaps. Like it, and the thing is, it's not just pool. Like there's Q sports. So there's like snooker. There's international pool. There's Chinese 8-ball. There's American 8-ball. There's 9-ball. There's 10-ball.
Fuck
There's
yeah.
like
Cunt.
there's
Yeah.
heaps.
Would you want to
Heaps.
meet any of them or verse them? Imagine versing them.
Yeah, well,
What, just get smashed.
I versed the Australian champion.
What in real life or
In
on
real
your
life,
online
yeah.
stuff?
Yeah,
True.
yeah. Yeah. So we have a tournament in Townsville every year around March, April. No, sorry, May. And every year there's like 150 people come up for it. It's like over 10 grand prize money.
Fucking for real.
And they
How do that? What do they get sponsored to put that up or something? Who's fucking
no,
giving up
no.
10 grand to fucking?
Well, the entrance.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like $100
With everyone chipping in.
$150 entrance.
Yep. So it's like total prize.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And then they do have sponsorships as well. Like
Yep.
there's guys.
10 grand prize money's
Yeah.
fucking pretty good.
Yeah, so like we get all sorts, Australian champions, Australian representatives. I think like last year we would have had probably around the 40 to 50 mark of state representatives
Oh shit.
come up. So, and then from there we probably would have had maybe 10 Australian representatives
Yep.
come up. So, yeah, pretty crazy.
You versed one of them.
Yeah, well, like he was just paying $20 for a race to 5 or best of 5, so like race to 3. So yeah, I said I'll play the game, and I got one frame off him, and then the second frame I like jawed the black, and then he potted out.
He took over from then.
Yeah, and then from there I had nothing.
He had to run from then on.
Yeah. And it's like
So
those.
you could have been 2 up on him though.
Yeah, I
I
could
guess
have
it's,
been
it's such a sport that you want to gain control or gain momentum, right? Because
Yeah,
once
yeah.
people get on a run, they can just go clean house.
Yeah, it's easy
People get that
just to
good.
miss once, and then
They come back.
Like,
Yeah,
at that skill
true.
level.
Yeah,
Like,
yep.
But yeah,
Fuck it hell. Yeah, no.
I was pretty happy to get one frame off him.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Say that you're fucking.
Yeah, my nobody from Townsville.
Yeah. Say that you beat a Oz champ and fucking in a game of pool.
Well, that was
Just
like
tell them
when-
you only played one game and you won it.
Yeah. Well, that was like when Eddie Charlton, he come around touring around Australia as well. He was a
Yeah, I know that name.
because he was back in the day. He was a world champion.
Yeah.
And then played snooker, played pool.
Yeah, I don't know if this is bullshit, but my granddad reckons he played him in a game and beat him.
Yeah, there was heaps of people.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I reckon there was heaps of people that he versed, and I reckon he let win all through Australia, so they can say, "Oh, I beat Eddie Charlton."
Yeah.
So like he went around to everywhere throughout Australia and toured around, and people paid him money to play him, and then he'd lose,
Pay
and
him
then
a
they're
bit,
like,
pay him a
"Oh,
bit
I beat
extra
Eddie
and they'll let
Charlton."
you fucking yeah. Because I've heard that I grew up listening to that fucking story. My granddad telling me he fucking beat Eddie Charlton in
Yeah.
a game of pool.
Because he was like the deadliest player in like the 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Fucking yeah, good on him.
So what else? What else we got planned for Christmas and the silly season, boys?
I'm just going down to
God.
Brizzy,
Yeah.
Ballina.
Bris Vegas.
That's
Oh,
it.
going back home.
Yeah. Going
Take
down
the
there
surf.
for-
You reckon you can still surf or
Nah,
not?
man, I'll be flogged out.
Gee.
I'd have to go back to North Wall and take the rip to get back out the back.
hard.
Not like a bike, eh? Riding a bike,
Oh,
they
man.
reckon
That's
you never
half the
lose
battle
it.
getting out there. Eh? Yeah.
Like I don't think I'd be able to duck dive and get
Yeah.
the fitness level all the way out. I remember days where it was just like choppy as, and I'd be sitting there paddling out for like 200 meters out, and you're just hitting the wave, pulling back, hitting the wave, pulling back.
Going nowhere.
And today, man, if I did that, I'd be making flogged.
You reckon you'll have a go down there, bud?
Nah, I don't reckon. I might go look.
Yeah.
Go watch.
Go watch the waves.
I'll go to the beach every day for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking beautiful
So
down
much.
there.
You know,
eh?
we're doing
Yeah.
fuck all. I think we're heading up north for Chrissy.
Up the Cairns.
Probably just
I'm
fucking
working, so
play
I'm
golf.
not even phased. Eh?
Play some golf if it's
Yeah.
not fucking raining.
We got the Gabba Troopers.
Oh yeah.
So the Australia versus India test at the Gabba.
you going?
yeah.
Yeah,
You
I got
going
a,
to it?
yeah, I got a
that'd
mate
be
that runs the event business that with the Gabba Troopers. So everyone dresses up as a stormtrooper.
Oh,
and they've got
yeah.
like over 420 seats or whatever.
Unreal.
So everyone's dressed in stormtrooper kit.
Fuck yeah.
And then they've got, I think, like, I don't know, midday or something, they get someone dressed up as Jabba the Hutt. They come down and another fella dressed up as Princess Leia in a gold
That's
bikini.
epic, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck
they come
yeah.
down and there's a Darth Vader and that. So yeah, that should be good. That's my first year doing it. So
Fuck yeah. Well, it's pretty mad how some of them groups in like Australian sports now are really taking off, eh? Like the Batchies Blues. That, because I've seen that. The fucking Richie Beno crew.
The Richie Beno crew's
All
hilarious,
them, like,
man. I love it.
There's
It's
a few of
it's
them
so
getting
genius.
around.
yeah, so
Right.
that's
So
that's
good.
his job. So that's all he does.
He just
goes
musters
to
people
sporting
together.
events, sporting events, and then
And musters crews
So he's
of-
got like the Carlton AFL footy club.
Yeah.
He's got the Blues Brothers. So everyone dresses up
Fuck
in
yeah.
Blues Brothers.
Like
They
a
got a
tux.
fedora.
Yeah.
And then he had his first time at Origin this year, and it was all the Wally Lewis. All the Wally Lewis people. So everyone had a wig where it was bald on the top.
Just wear like a swimming cap. And let your hair hang down the sides.
And then he's just been approached by Cowboys, Titans,
true.
Broncos, like heaps of people. Like so.
What a smart little incentive.
yeah,
Get up.
he's killing it. So it's-
Fuck
it's
yeah.
really good.
Good on him.
Just fucking get cunts around, dress up and get on the piss.
Yeah.
Stuff you do with your mates anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
you
Yep.
just turn it into 500 people and I'm sure you'd make that.
And it's a laugh for
it's
everyone
all
watching
fun.
it. And watching it on tally, fuck, it's funny. Eh?
Wait, do you know what is the best cricket video? Is that one where that dude, you
Where they
know
can't
how he's
scale it?
walking, he's
Yeah,
walking
he's
with
like,
like a
oh,
tray of
one
beers,
more,
and then he's like, then he does the backs up,
yeah.
drinks it, goes, That's the best, eh?
proper.
That's popped up again, like fucking, because it's cricket season,
That'll
obviously.
be this
that's
fella when we
fucking-
watch it.
Man, I love a good skull.
Boat race to yourself.
Oh, but I love it.
Boat race, just be the first to the last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Don't call me
fuck-
Pelican for no reason. We got this one fella at work called Mad Dog. Wow, he's just the loosest.
There's a mad dog on every side.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
man.
sure.
There's a mad
How
dog
many
in every
cunts would
side.
be named Mad Dog, eh?
mate.
Mad dog, you mad dog.
Yeah.
Well, he's wild, eh? And he'd just be like, we'll be out drinking or something. He sculls every drink. Tornadoes every drink, or vortex or whatever.
Don't want them to get hot.
He's like,
He's smart man.
What? Yeah, it's fucking a bit windy out here. And just fucking vortexes every time. And then there was like one time where we had a barbecue and he was having tins. He shotgunned the tin, ripped off the can, off the lid, ate the lid.
God.
Yeah. Shotgunned the tin and then got the barbecue grease pan, poured it into a cup.
Yeah.
Bro.
So he is mad.
Oh, man, he's wild.
He's an actual mad dog.
Yeah.
Deadliest. Oh. So
Yeah, so you're in the mining game too, eh? You and Kevy.
Old mining industry. Sucks a lot of people in up here, eh?
oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's easy to, once you're in, it's hard to get out.
It's hard to get. I got out for a couple of years, come crawling back.
Yeah. So did I got out for like 18 months and then I had kids, so I was like, oh, well, back in.
Yeah.
Allergic to work. Hey, like Kev, this cunt's fucking sick every swing.
That's fucking spreading the Rona out in that bullshit site. I'm working at no cunt cleaning the rooms. Little cesspool, eh?
Proper.
That and I'm allergic to work too. Nah, fuck that, eh? Nah, go on, guess questions.
Yeah,
eh?
what do you reckon we get into these guest questions, eh? Fucking
Favorite
Yeah.
athlete of all time, Bruss.
favorite ever athlete.
I think we've kind of already been through this. But it can maybe give us something
Dwayne
different.
Wade. Yeah,
Maybe
give us someone
something different.
favorite athlete
Second
other
favourite
than
athlete of all
Dwayne
time.
Wade. Wait, why is Dwayne Wade your favorite though?
Well,
And then we'll go on to second
because
favorite.
he was that deadly.
True.
Like, he was like, and then when things like when LeBron came to Miami, he took a stand back. He knew that he was a good player, but he was humble enough to go, you know what? You take the
him
reins.
sorta-
I'm happy to assist you. This is your team. Like shit like that. Like you just don't have that.
Yep.
Because I don't follow basketball enough to know. Oh, like I know the big names, but I don't really know like their playing style or like any of that shit. So who's number two then?
Yeah. I don't know. Well, we already spoke about him too. Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's
Yeah.
deadly guys. Like he's someone that. So there was a comp where he had so a maximum break in snooker.
I know what you're gonna. This is
a maximum
This
break.
is mad. Yeah.
Maximum break in snooker is 147. So there's 15 reds on the table, and then once you sink a red, then go on a black.
Yep.
Red, black until all the reds are gone, and then sink in all the colours: yellow, green, brown, blue.
Oh,
pink,
really?
black.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's called a 147,
Which
right?
is hard as fuck.
Yeah, it's hard as it's one of the hardest things to ever do.
Yep.
There was one tournament that he was in, and normally if you get a 147, there's like a cash prize. So you get a 147, you get 10 grand prize money or whatever. He was in this tournament. He was, I think, 2 reds in, and he asked the ref, "How much is the prize money for 147?" And the ref's like, "Oh, I don't know. I'll have to find out." He's like, "Well, you find out. I'm going to keep playing." And he kept playing, and then he might have sunk another 2 reds. And then the ref goes, "Oh, there isn't one. Or there was only like £1,000 or something." He's like,
Yeah.
"Really? Nothing?" And he's like, yeah, okay. So he sunk 1 red and a pink. So that he got a 146. Because there was no prize money for
I
it.
did it on purpose. Yeah.
That's how good he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he's someone that's crazy that plays like left-handed and does-
quick, plays really
Oh, yeah.
fast. Like you watch
yeah.
pool players and snooker players especially,
Yep.
because there's so much thinking involved. It's quite a slow game.
It's pretty strategic.
But this cunt just fucking stands up there and shoots.
He's
hey?
got the world record for the fastest 147. So it's like 3 minutes and 27 seconds.
Fucking
A
insane.
normal game of snooker, half an hour at least. Like, and he's just like, and he's sinking his red, and then he's sinking the colour, and the colours come back up.
Yep.
So as the ref's grabbing the colour out,
He's already got the next.
as it's going down, putting it on the table, he's having a shot.
Fucking hell.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
He's a crazy player. Like,
Yeah.
and he's got like over 1,100 plus breaks. Like and he's the same. He's just like, yeah, I won that one. Yeah,
Just casual.
another one. Like,
Just casual about
He
it.
is the man. Him and Efrain Reyes, eh?
Oh yeah, he's another one. That's
Filipino
the magician.
lad. I've been watching heap of videos like fucking couple months ago of him like doing commentary over his old videos. And like when he finally went to the US and that and like no cunt knew who he was. Just this flogged out little Asian cunt and he's just smashing people and he's talking about like it's his commentary of it. It's really interesting, his mindset and how he thinks about his shots and stuff like that. It's fucking pretty cool.
Another unrealistic and crazy sportsman was Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
In his time.
Oh man,
He's still got that record. What is it,
100 points.
100
He's got
Yeah,
multiple
100 points in a
times.
game. And that was before they invented the 3-point line.
Yeah.
he's
Really?
got- yeah.
What, they never used to have a 3-point line?
Nah. So back in the
Can't.
70s and 60s.
So what, he would have shot 200 baskets?
Yeah.
If he's shooting 100 points?
Yeah.
Holy.
That's crazy.
And like he was just a ridiculous athlete. Like he would. There's stories, like crazy ass stories of him like going to the gym with like Arnie Schwarzenegger and outlifting him. Like
Really?
Yeah, just like 500-pound fucking bench press, like just insane amount of like strength. And like he had games where he got like 50 points, 55 rebounds.
That's
like, just
insane.
like,
Yep,
and
just a
then
freak
like
of
games
nature.
where he got like 30 blocks. Like it's just,
Yeah.
there's so many records that he has got. There's just like this.
The only thing with them old school players is though, you hear, like I said, I don't follow it enough, but reading comments and they're like, they didn't play the same quality of player as
Yeah,
now.
That is now,
definitely-
yeah.
What do you think of
That's always
that?
the
Yeah,
argument,
look, it's definitely the same aspect that they had day jobs or whatever, and it wasn't like their sole thing was just to play
In
that,
any
but-
sport
That's
now,
an argument in a lot of sports.
in
That's
any
an
sport
argument.
now, the professionalism and athleticism of players, sports science come in
Yep.
to every
Yeah.
sport.
Yep.
That has made athletes so much better across every
Yeah.
single
Oh,
sport.
that's
So
an
it's
argument
like
across all sports,
judging
yeah.
someone from the 50s and 60s
Yeah.
to now, or
Yeah.
even 2000.
Two different worlds.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's even like the 80s and 90s. Like people, try and compare Jordan to LeBron.
Yeah.
And then they're going, if Jordan was in today's, he'd be averaging 50 points a game.
Yeah.
Because of just how different the game is and how.
so much more physical then.
Yeah. So it was, and there's a heap of different attributes that led to that as well. There was no 3-second defensive violation in the 90s. That's why centers was such a big piece. So they could just sit under the ring.
Yeah.
So every
Yep.
time that they come in, there's a big 7-foot cunt in there just
ready to guard.
blocking you. But
Yep.
now those centers can't be in there, and those centers are expected to be shooting threes.
Yeah.
You look at
The game's
Wembanyama,
changed.
he got 5 from 9 3-pointers the other day. Like,
Yeah.
it's just because he's expected to be shooting threes. And
Yeah, right.
So it's a completely different game.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
All right. If you could only eat one type of food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
cuisine or type of like
Whatever.
natural-
Whatever
reckon?
you want. It can
What
be
do
a
you feel?
particular dish like this weirdo and say potato bake. Or it could be burgers or sushi, or
boy.
some people say Mexican.
Potato
It could
bake
be
it up.
anything.
You know you want to.
It'd have to be
Breakfast, lunch,
Italian.
dinner.
Have to be Italian.
Italian.
Italian, yeah. Good
Because
call.
there's just a bit of diversity.
Yeah.
There. You can have spaghetti bowl, you can have
Pizza.
tortellini, you can have
Yep.
pasta,
Carbonara.
Ginocchi.
Oh,
nacho.
Gnocchi.
They got those little,
Gnocchi.
little biscuits in that.
Yeah, there's heap
Like
of good
cannolis
desserts. Yeah,
and-
desserts, cannolis, and
Yeah.
fucking
Make me hungry.
yeah, proper.
good choice. What's the most awkward or shittest situation you've been in? Something you feel confident in sharing.
Yeah. It's okay if you don't want to share it.
Like we said, only 5 people listen to this.
Yeah, we don't have many listeners.
It don't matter.
We literally don't.
Tell the world. They're not going to hear it.
Yeah. What's the most awkward thing? Oh, fuck. Shit. There's only one thing I can possibly think of because I don't get embarrassed at all, right?
yeah.
I'll be that cunt to go out, walk through the town naked. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't faze me or whatever. I'll do the stupidest shit. If you tell me I can't do it, I'll do it.
Yep.
But, fuck, I can't. It's really hard to fucking think of one thing.
It does. It, actually, a lot of people struggle with this one.
Yeah.
It really is. We should have prepared you.
Yeah, no, I'll go.
That's all right.
I'll
Pass on that one.
yeah,
Pass.
Yep.
All right. What's something you're not good at?
Something I'm not good at. Heaps of shit. Running?
You did a marathon,
Yeah, I
bud.
did,
This guy
yeah.
did a marathon
Oh,
last
nice.
year?
Nice, bro.
Year
it was-
before.
It was like 2017 or something.
Was it?
Good on you.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah, well, I listened to the David Goggins podcast.
Yeah.
And,
GD Bumpy.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You gotta feel comfortable with being uncomfortable. And he's like, if you died tomorrow, what would be on your obituary? Would you be happy with that? And I was like, fuck, yeah, you're probably right. You know?
Just started running.
So like, what have I done? Like, apart from kids and a wife, like in the house, yeah, cool. So I was just like, yeah, what do I think that would be the hardest thing for me, like that I've never ever thought I'd do? And at the time, I was 117 kilos, and I just went, yeah, probably run a marathon. And I was like, all right. So the next day, I started training.
Good shit.
And it was like, I jumped on the treadmill, I tried to start running, and I was like jogging, like big damper feet, flat footing. And I could run like 300 meters, and I was fucked. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to get 42.2 Ks. I was like, nah, stuff this. And then I just kept going that. And then at this time, I was up in Weipa. And our camp was like, it would have been about 7 Ks, 8 Ks to the kitchen. There's a mess.
Yeah.
And I'd tell the boys, all right, I'll meet you at the mess. You just pick us up from the mess. I'll meet you at dinner. I'll just run there. So each day I'd just get better and better times. And then, yeah, I was still like 96 kilos. I was the biggest person running.
Every other one 50 kilo.
Oh, bro, I was the biggest person.
How long do you reckon you trained for in the lead up?
Oh, it would have been under a year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was under a year. I don't know how long. But
And you did the full 40.
full 42, yeah. I thought my toes still fucked
Physically, was it harder or mentally? Because a lot of
physically. Yeah. Definitely physically.
Because a lot of people, but I suppose they're physically capable of doing it, so it's the mental battle. But for you, it's probably opposite.
Yeah. Well, like I got to the point of I was good up until about 31 Ks.
Yeah, right.
And then I would try to run, and it was like I couldn't feel my legs.
Yeah.
They were just like,
Fuck,
and I
that's
was like,
it's a long slog.
And I had to still go all the way up Palaranda and all the way back down.
Yeah.
So I was just like, but and I could feel like in my toes or in my right toe, I could feel like my toenail separating.
Oh, yeah.
And I could feel like all the fluid in there. So I thought like I'd burst open my toenail, rip that off, and there was all blood through my. So yeah, I just kept going. I just kept like lung capacity I was good. I was like, yep. I thought that would be the
Cardio
one.
was right, but it was just actual strength, the pain
and
on
I
your
was just
feet.
like, my legs just gave way. It was just done. But I had one fella that's trained, I don't know even what you call him, health naturopath, and Jimmy Jensen. He done us up like a personalised pre-workout.
Yeah, right.
So it was like a long duration thing, and then he gave us all this details about, about carb loading and about putting all this lead up to it. So
All prep for it.
yeah, I felt great.
Definitely
on
would
the
have
first day.
on you, man.
He's a fucking smart cunt.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of our mates, Jimmy
Yeah.
Jensen. He's
Yep.
like, he's a chemist by trade, I think.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's got
Like
like a double
pharmacist.
degree pharmacist, but he's like a naturopath. He's
Yeah.
fucking so smart.
Yeah.
He's a smart cunt, yeah.
Yeah, so he helped us with that, and then the prelude, and then once I started, I was awesome. I was feeling great. I think I'd done like the first 10 Ks in like 55 minutes.
Fuck,
And then, and then I was like, all right, better start
Save
slowing down.
some energy. That's off to you. That's a big
And then-
slog.
Yeah,
man.
that's
Yeah,
fucking
and then
awesome to
I was
say
like-
that you've completed a
Even,
marathon.
even,
Yeah.
even half marathon's fucking mission.
Never
man.
will do it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
ever.
that's a good little tick on the bucket list,
Yeah,
mate. Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
proper. So
What's some hidden talents? Some
Something
talents
you
that-
are
something
good
you're
at,
that
yeah.
not people.
public pool, but
Yeah. Anything else?
yeah, no.
Not bad at darts
Yep.
too.
yeah,
that's right.
I'll play
Pool darts.
All the pub. Don't verse this cunt in pub games.
Yeah. Stay clear of
Fucking
it. What's,
Scullen.
yeah. What's your favorite album of all time, or just any artist that your favorite artist or whatever?
This was one of my questions at my wedding. It's probably still the same. Probably Dre 2001.
Fuck, that's actually that's good choice, bro.
Yeah.
Good choice.
It's like every single one of them songs I like know off by
Yeah.
heart. So, yeah.
We got a new
Fuck,
question
this,
actually.
This cunt's wedding was
Fuck.
off the chain.
Yeah,
Over on
yeah.
Maggie 2015 grand final weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
bullshit.
The day after was the
Yeah.
grand final.
So
What a
Saturday,
good time to get married.
Friday we got there,
Yeah.
carried on. Saturday
Yeah.
his
We
wedding,
had a boxing session.
carried on more,
what a
and
good
then
time to get
Sunday
married.
Yep.
Cowboys winning the GF.
Vibes were high that weekend.
Picnic
Fuck
Bay
yeah.
Hotel, just fucking
Pumping.
playing up.
Oh, tit
Ended
tit.
up at X-Phase, yeah. Fuck, that was a good weekend. That was one of the best weekends. Honestly, that's one of the best weekends I've ever had.
And like there was, for our wedding, it was all outdoors, but there was like a cyclone
Brewing.
happened that day, and we're like, oh well, fuck it. Like all our table decorations were all gone, and then we we're like doing our dance and stuff, and then at the end of it, we both just went like this and just like put our hands back and their head back, and there's massive gust of wind come through. Like, did you organise that? Like
something off the movies.
Yeah. It was fucking wild, but no, it was good fun that wedding.
And we've got a new question. Who's your favourite wrestler? Who's your favourite wrestler of all
Favorite
time?
wrestler?
You just sprung that.
I don't want to be cliched, but like Undertaker or Kane, they were always good. But those old school ones like Mankind, he was
Yeah.
and was it Goldfinger or
Goldfinger. That's fucking Austin Powers, eh? Austin Powers.
No, all those old school ones, like Undertaker and Kane, they were always fucking deadly.
When you actually thought they were brothers.
Yeah,
for years.
Always.
Well, I thought wrestling was so real when I was young. And I had it on the TV the other day because I just jumped on the KO.
Oh, shit house now.
Yeah, well, then there was like a Survivor match on, and it was all like Usos. It was like the all
Roman
the
Reigns
OGs,
and
and then the
that.
new chief and tribe or whatever, and they had a survival match where it was like 5-on-5, and the OGs won.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, it was, and I was like, had the kids there watching it, and I was like, yeah, go on then.
Get him on.
I didn't tell them it was fake.
Yeah, you can't break it. That's like Ron and Santa.
Yeah, proper.
What's your favourite quote or like a motto you might try to live your life by?
Oh, yeah, it's probably...
There's heaps of fucking
Yeah.
good quotes out there.
Well, there's probably two, but the main one, which I said already earlier, but being uncomfortable with the... being comfortable with the uncomfortable. So always pushing them boundaries. And always have fun. Like, you can't just go through life being serious.
Fuck you.
That's how I know. You know me long enough to know that I'm always been the biggest dickhead around.
Yeah.
So being the funny fellow in the classroom or whatever. So that was always my thing.
Larrikin mentality.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was always my thing in school and that. 'Cause like I was always like in the top tier classes and everyone was like studying and going home doing that, and I was just mucking around.
You can do both, but hey,
Break the-
you can
break-
get your job done, get your work done, do shit, but have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Break the tension with larrikinness.
Yeah.
I love
Proper.
that.
No, that's fucking awesome.
That's a good one, bro.
No, awesome. Thanks for
Well,
coming
thanks
in,
for
man.
coming on,
Fucking
Tobes.
enjoyed that. Merry Christmas to all the casuals out there.
Keen to try this cocktail.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
No, have a fucking
Have a good Chrissy.
safe and fucking happy Christmas
Enjoy the silly
period.
season.
And we'll probably see you in the new year, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's him.
All right.
Peace out.
Chilch.
Thanks,
Yep.
guys. See yous.